Tonight, we can literally hear the chaos that unfolded at Camp Mystic on July 4th. That's when rain swelled the Guadalupe River to historic levels. And in the end, more than 100 people were killed in Kerr County, and that includes 25 campers and 2 counselors.
This morning, we got copies of the 911 calls that people made asking for help. Myself, along with our team here at KSAT and our team in Houston, spending hours listening to hundreds of calls for that help. We ask for those calls not because we want to relive the horror of that day, but to learn from it. These calls have information that first responders can use to save lives if this were to happen again.
Okay, so our Daniela Ibarra, KSAT Investigates Daniela Ibarra, has been pouring through those records as well. So Daniela, tell us, I know you've been listening to a lot of this. What have you learned?
Yeah, I'm sure Myra can attest to this too. A lot of the calls are difficult to listen to, and we're being careful with what we show you here on TV because a lot of those calls are pretty emotional. That morning, dispatchers handled hundreds of calls from across Kerr County, and despite the chaos, dispatchers responded calmly. Several asked for help while others were calling to offer their own help. Dozens of the calls came from those at summer camps, including at Camp Mystic.
Here at Camp Mystic in Hunt, Texas, we need search and rescue.
Camp Mystic's director calling for help shortly after 7 in the morning on July 4th. That's hours after the camp, located along the banks of the Guadalupe River, became inundated with water.
Okay, what's going on?
We're missing as many as 20 to 40 people.
One of the first calls from the camp came just before 4 a.m. Over the next few hours, staff and campers relayed the gravity of the situation to dispatchers.
We're out of power, hardly have any cell service. Here at Camp Mystic and Hunt, please, if you can call the National Guard, please.
We are missing a whole cabin full of girls.
27 girls died at the camp, as well as Dick Eastland, the camp's owner and the father of the director who made that call. Those needing help had to wait. One caller asking for medical help, worried about the flooding making them hard to get to.
Yeah, I believe we tried to go out there, but we're not able to make location.
And several of the families of the 27 girls who died at the camp, they're now suing Camp Mystic for wrongful death. They allege that the camp did not provide evacuation training, ignored flood warnings, and failed to evacuate campers. And just this week, Camp Mystic announced enhanced safety plans for when it partially reopens next summer.